Boards and Fillets. I'm Kenny of Kenny's Restorations here in Cambridge, Ohio. I've had many questions of where's your YouTube videos at? This is 2026, April 1st actually, so happy April Fool's Day. We're going to be talking about how I do things here at my shop and what I use, and we've changed some things around and whatnot, chemical wise and what we're using. Evercoat is the brand that I've been mostly following. I still use some PPG stuff, and we're going to be changing some paint companies also here in my lineup. But we'll get on to that here in just a little bit. So, if I'm on TikTok, so that's where I've been. It's been putting short little videos out on TikTok, showing you what I've been doing. We've been going to car shows and stuff there in 2025 and the fall with the Mustangs and the Bug. So, we'll get right to it. I've had questions about. And it's one of them inevitable things that people, well, you do it this way, or you should do it this way, but there's other ways that people do things, and companies have changed their product. So read your TDS sheets that comes with the product and follow the manufacturer's instructions. Well, you know, you get the guys, oh, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't put primer over this, you can't do this, you got bare metal, you got to use this or that. Follow your TDS sheets. That'll help you the most. We're not going to get into a big thing on my channel. This is the product I use. You want to use something else, go right ahead. Don't send me 100 emails saying, hey, you know, I do it this way, this is the way, you shouldn't do it this way, this is the way I do it, you don't like it, click off, that's just how it goes. I'm not going to steer you down the wrong road. My thoughts and feelings on it: strip the car down to bare metal, then put a primer on top of it. You got to seal off the steel, and then do your body work over top of the primer, and then add your other stuff to it, and I'll explain to you how I do it, and what we're going through right now, epoxies and whatnot. So I'll just get to that. Basically, with getting it stripped down to bare metal, and then putting primer over it. Now, I used to use U-POL, still do use it, but U-POL. This is 2253 high build, and spray high build over it. And I also use, this is just a cheap Amazon gun, XVLP. This has got a 2.0 tip in it. Normally when I spray the U-POL, I use a 2.7, 1.7 tip in my gun, or 2.0. This is a high build primer. If you're just trying to get primer over it so it won't rust, you can mix this, follow your TDS sheets, and you can make this a primer sealer. And that's what's on this car right now, is a primer sealer. I wanted to seal the metal. So, takes reducer, mix it, and follow your TDS sheets. It'll tell you how to mix it, and then spray the car down. And like I said, I used a 1.7 because I didn't want a lot of build, but I wanted a little build. And then it's been blocked and sanded. I do believe I have this down to 180 grit. So it's got a nice tooth for the next build. Now, I gotta go back through my TDS sheets and make sure that that is the right, I'm pretty sure it is. They give you a window from, like, say, 80 grit to 220 grit is what the next product needs for adhesion to be able to stick. And that's what other people have problems with well, my paint peeled or this or that. It's your prep. Your prep prior to getting to this point. That's what's happening underneath your paint. My paint's peeling or my paint bubbled. There's a problem somewhere along the line, so there's something that's happened. It's got oil or grease. I touched it with my hands. It wasn't prepped correctly. The next product encapsulated that oils or grease underneath on your primer or on your bare steel, and it's coming back through. So what I'm going to tell you, like I said, follow as you may, do as you may, but you read your TDS sheets and follow the procedure. Now, this is a direct-to-metal primer also. This is a primer surfacer. You can use this right prior to painting your car, but you can also use primer surfacer to paint or, seal your bare metal. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to bring you over here. Alright, well, I am cameraman and also body worker. If you haven't followed my channel before and you're new to my channel, hit that like, subscribe button, all that stuff. But let's go back to this. Now, they say, well, you sanded down the bare steel, and you can put the next primer over top anything the TDS sheet says. Don't quote me, but you read your TDS sheets, and the TDS sheets is also a little bit of the stuff is actually on the can. Read them. They tell you how to mix it, whatnot. They don't go into complete details what you need to do, but there you go. Once I have this thing, I use the U-Pold, used it as a primer sealer to seal my metal off. Now I am going to Evercoat's Optics. Optics is the color. This shoots out pink, and then when you sand it, it goes gray. This is a 4-to-1 mix. Comes with its own catalyst. Mix it 4-to-1. 4 parts of this, 1 part activator. You spray it, it turns pink. This has already been done and sanded, but it's a high build. I use a 2.0 in my gun. If a gun will focus, there you go, 2.0. That's what I spray. And this is epoxy, a high build epoxy. So the epoxy, it's epoxy primer surfacer. It's a high build. It's like spraying mud on your car, but you're spraying it through a spray gun. It says in the TDS sheet, it will, well, they say, well, you can't spray epoxy over bare steel. This does have chemicals in it that you can spray, but no more than size of a quarter spot. You don't want any more than that. If you get more than that, which I will show you. This, by the way, this is my 79 Mustang. We got her all down in primer. We did all the door gaps, got them all set as best that I could. Here's a spot. I've sanded down and got this level on both sides down this door gap, but that's bigger than a quarter. So I'm going to have to put some primer on this before I put the epoxy over top of. You see pieces like this sticking down here. I got a little bit more mud work to do, but the cars in general, it's ready to be primed with the epoxy. So we'll go back to this epoxy primer. Put 3 coats down, and then you sand it all the way down using your TDS sheets, and it tells you how far to go. Get it all sanded down, get it all blocked down level. Then Eurofill over top of that. That will be like the epoxy will leave. It'll be what do I say? Little holy and stuff when you get it sanded, but it should come out pretty smooth. You shouldn't have too much holes in your epoxy, but you may have. You have to put something over the epoxy to make it we're talking high-end restoration here. Now, you say, well, why high-end restoration of 79 Mustang? It's what I like. It's what I do. This is how I do it. You can go to a primer over to the epoxy is what I prefer. You can put a primer over top of the epoxy and you'd be just fine. But I like this Eurofill, and it's compatible to this because it's from Evercoat. So that's what I'm doing, is putting this on top of this after I get it unshot and sanded. So it'll be all pink. I know the camera's not going to pick it up. It's still kind of pink down in here where I sprayed. But we're going to spray this whole car. I still got a little body work on this side to do. And then I'll be ready to spray that. And that'll be in the next videos or two here coming up. But there's the 79 getting ready to go. Alright, now we're on to the painting part. When I get this all done, this will be the painting part. I use Deltron. This is a jade green Deltron paint from PBG. That's what I'm going to be using to paint this car. I use a Porpoise 717 with the 1.3 tip in it. That's what we'll be painting the car with. That's one of my newer guns in the line. I showed you before, or said before, 1.7, if the phone will focus, 1.7 tip in there. That's what I use to put direct metal primer down with. Or if I want it to lay down real smooth, I'll put a 1.3 in and spray my primer sealer. It doesn't matter if you want a little bit higher build. You can go to the 1.7 or the 1.3. Doesn't matter on that. Now, on top of that, I told you I've been changing things around. Went to Spray Source. I want to give a shout out there to Tommy from Spray Source from Alpha. This is the Alpha paint that I bought, a majestic blue mid coat that I'm gonna, and Tommy sends you. You can buy a full kit from him or however you want to do it. You can take that thing right there, take a snapshot of it, and go to Tommy's channel. And they send you a card, tells you all about their company and whatnot. They're the Spray Source. Really looking forward to spraying this. This is going to go on my 2015 F-250. I'll show you it in a minute. So, Alpha, that's just what we'll be spraying here shortly. Alright, now we're going to come out here in the fab shop, show you what I got sitting out here. This is the next one to go in line with the 79. We're going to be flip-flopping these cars back and forth. This is a 67 Mercury Cougar. It's a friend of mine's car that I'm going to be painting for him. It goes red. We're going to be painting it. He did most of the body work himself in his garage. Did a whole undercarriage, new brakes, everything is pretty much new underneath this thing. New gas tank, everything. He did a really good job. This is what you can do in your garage, and he just didn't feel comfortable in painting. But he's got it pretty close. We're going to high build, primer it down, block sand it again, bring it back up to my standards, and then work this car in. But that'll be coming here on the channel also. Show you guys what he's got. He went with PPG's Omni Plus. That is a what is they call that? I had the code in my brain. Pulse Red. It's a Hyundai color, Pulse Red. So that's what this car will be sprayed with. We'll start the same way. We're going to use U-pulled primer, high build, spray it down, and then we'll block sand it out. We'll primer sealer it, and then we'll spray the paint, and then we'll clear it with 5-star. That's what I use in my general painting of vehicles. That's the clear that I use. But I'm really looking forward to painting this car. It's got a lot of body lines and rolls in them and peaks and stuff, and I have to get them all dialed in. But I think this car is going to be really cool car once I'm done with it. All right, sitting out here in the next row, which don't look like much, but there's been a lot of fabrication done here on this buggy many years ago. Me and my son done. I still got more fabrication to do. I want to build a hood for it and kind of block things in and whatnot. Looks kind of rough sitting out here now, but it's been sitting outside and all rusted, so we'll have to strip it all back down to bare metal. I still got some fabrication to do to it, but this buggy's coming online here directly after the cars are done. Probably be late fall before that's done, between other things. But same thing, it'll get sprayed, body filled, worked in, whole 9 yards. And then we're gonna go with Starfires from Trinity. This is Sunburst Orange Metallic. Now, this is the Sunburst Orange Metallic by itself. We like it, but I wanted to change it up. This is a 74, 75 bug, maybe 73. Doesn't really matter, but I think it's a 73 bug motor and stuff that goes in this, which is over here in parts and pieces and in them boxes. So there's half the block right there. We're gonna take it to a feller. He's on TikTok, and we're gonna have it. It's a Mexican bug motor, so it'll get built. Maybe we'll bring a video in on that. But go back to this. This is Sunburst, but I added Metal Flake to the paint. This is Sunburst with Copper Metal Flake. Send me something there on that. See what you guys like to see this dune buggy painted in. But that's Copper Metal Flake in the orange, Sunburst Orange. Then this is Copper Flake and Gold mixed together. I like it a lot. If we can get the sun just right on that, I think that would look really cool on that dune buggy. I think old school 70s vibe is what we're going to be painting it. I also got to spray out cards. This is surprising. That's the same color, but over black. You can see it's almost like a gold color. I think this is just normal paint on a flat card. You can spray flat cards, or you can get these. I like these. That way you can see the rolls and stuff on them. So that's what we'll be painting here this fall. Hopefully get that dune buggy up and running. Sorry about the wind, but here's an 83 Fox Body Mustang. I'm going to be painting candy apple red with a black top on it. It's convertible black top is what that's going to be painted. It'll be coming online here shortly too. All right, here's my 2015. Just a standard truck. We're going to clean it up and paint it up and fix it up. Was coming up the road and a deer run into me, and I hit a deer. Didn't hurt the deer none, he's fine, but there's a bunch of ripples down the sides. I gotta fix the fender. I've already popped some of it out, but we'll be doing some work on it. And then in this area here, going down the side of the truck and around the back, will be that majestic blue. So this will be silver with majestic blue, and we're going to be painting the silver, but we're going to put a blue two-tone on this. Fix the wheel wells before they rust completely out, and then wrap around the back with the majestic blue, and I think that'll be cool. And then put my logo in the back window and stuff of Kenny's Restorations. Now we're back in here in the paint booth. Just wanted to show you guys what I've been up to and what I've done all winter long. This is a '79 Fox Body Mustang that I'm doing. It's got a 2.8 V6 in it. We're going to be changing that out. I'm going to get it running with that 2.8 in it. It's all been rebuilt. And then, well, let me just show you. All right, there's a 2.8 V6 that I rebuilt. Took it clear down the bare block and built her back up. This was supposed to match the interior color. Kind of looks like Caterpillar yellow. Don't like it. But that's fine. We just, something we started with, and that's basically I am going to paint the other motor the same color as the interior. We'll get it put in there eventually, but I want to get it running with this motor first and drive it around and then rebuild the other motor. There's the 302 sitting here in the shop that I'm going to be rebuilding. I got it all tore down. Many parts all tore down there. Got Edelbrock intake and carburetor put on it. Headers and everything. Everything's sitting here ready to go. I just need to get a rebuild kit. So that's kind of basically where we're at. This is going to be a short video just to show you guys what I got going on. What I've been doing. My YouTube account got hacked. So I deleted all my videos because they were sending them wherever they do. And I don't know why they do what they do. What you're getting out of stealing my content is about. So if you was following along and then, kind of wondered where we went to, that's what happened. I deleted all the videos off of there. Now we're bringing you brand new videos in here in 2026. So we're going to get to doing some mud work and stuff, and I'm not going to bore you with all that. I just got little spots I got to do here and there. Use Evercoat Metal Glaze. That's what my final is. Basically, I use for mudding. Let me grab here real quick. Here we go. Hold on a second. Telling you, go to the Evercoat. That's what I've been using. Rage and Rage Ultra. That's what I've been using for my mudding. Very light skim. I've done 2 cars with this, and it's probably a little less than half. I've done 2 cars with this already with a little bit of mudding. A little bit of mudding, I'm saying, light, 2-30 seconds of mud. Get your metal work done, people. Get your metal back up as close as you possibly can to factory, and then put a little skim coat of mud on it. Old school thing was, build it up inch and a half thick, them guys, you just want to knock them in the head because that's not the right way to do it. Get your metal work done prior to that. I can also go and tell you that what I've done with these plastic bumpers, which is a trick in itself. This is a '79, it's been sitting out in the sun. It was from Kentucky. Very extremely hot. This whole thing was warped and bent. There's not a lot of body filler in this plastic bumper. But how do you fix these plastic bumpers? Well, there's been many guys that put styrofoam under them, tried to build them back up, then do their body work. I didn't want to do that. I don't want a bunch of, still the same thing as putting a bunch of filler under this rubber. What I ended up doing was using, let me just get it here. I'll pause you guys. Get it, show you what I've been using. I thought this was a neat trick. Didn't see any. I did it on TikTok, but just to show you and tell you guys how I did this. Rubber bumpers, they're different than plastic. So what do you do to fix the roly-polies in them? So, and it was really soft. Also, so what I did to stiffen this bumper up, I used 3M, hopefully that thing adjusts, 05887 epoxy. And I took a skim coat of epoxy and put it over this whole plastic bumper on it, just on the top. I did a little down here on the bottom too, but this thing was flimsy. I mean, just like a soft rubber tire, and you want it stiff, and the original ones are stiff. So that's basically what I did, is put a light skim coat over it, and then feathered sanded it down, and then wherever I had a low and stuff, I used my metal glaze on top of that and filled it in, and now it's ready for prime. Well, then I high build primered it with the super high build, sanded it all down, found my low spots, and then went back in with my metal glaze and put a little metal glaze, you can see it here, in spots, and then sanded it down flat. And then now we'll go over it again with the super high build over the whole car and get this all built back up. But that was one of the things that I couldn't find anything on YouTube or anything looking on the old interwebs there, trying to find how to fix this, and that's what I did. Any other thing, like if it was ripped or anything like that, I use panel bond adhesive, which is 115. That's what I use to fix things like that. And in my metal work also, you're using that panel bond. They use this panel bond now to, they use aluminum cars. That's how they join panels together, is panel bond. They don't even weld them. They panel bond them together. So that stuff's pretty good. So that's basically the stuff that I use in my arsenal. But some other things you'll see if I do some disclaimers on what I use, but I wanted to bring a video out here and tell you guys where we're at, what we're doing, and things to look forward to coming up. So, like, subscribe, whatever you like to do there. I appreciate you all watching my videos. Like I said, I'm just an average Joe guy doing this stuff in my garage. You can basically do this at home yourself. Follow the way I do it, and it'll come out just fine. Many other guys out there doing it, YouTube videos and stuff, but follow who you like, and learn, do some research, background research, and go after your vehicle. That's what the guy with the 67 Mercury, I keep messing up on that, 67 Mercury, that's what he did, and did the body work himself, and then he got it to where he wanted to paint it, but he wanted a good paint job done to it. So he hit me up, and then I'm going to paint it for him. So that's where we're at. Thank you for watching. This is, like I said, this short video ain't really doing any work, but we'll bring you more videos in here when I start doing some work. We're going to do some mud in here after I shut this down and go in and edit all this and whatnot. So thank you for watching. We'll see you again. Thanks for watching Kenny's Restorations. Well, in a hot rod shop, if you ain't got a hot rod, a lot of hot rod stickers on your windows. So we're going to put from Tommy up here to Spray Source. We'll put his sticker up here, and we'll give a shout out to Tommy. Very good people. Go online. The Spray Source, get your paint. I think he's going to be good to go. So there you go, Tommy. We'll put you right there right next to the American flag. So, Minty, thank you again.